And I hear everything she's saying, and I get it. I think the challenge there is that when you're dealing with a generation of people who don't have necessarily the communal resources to offer that support, you're in a different situation. So, Mary, when you were talking, I also heard your pain, right? And saying that, you see women, and who are looking to create a partnership, and in order to feel like you have a partner, you want to be able to respect them in a certain way. And I heard Rose saying, respect is baseline. I think a lot of times, especially with the clients that I have, when women are saying respect, that's not necessarily the word that they totally mean. They mean that, a lot of times there are men looking to partner with them who have not had the level of focus, the level of discipline, and who aren't being dutiful and committed. And then they want to be the leader in the household, and they aren't worthy of being followed because they wouldn't offer good leadership. And I think that it's important to distinguish the two. Like, you should always give a person respect. You should love your brothers. You should, love your team. However, the person that you select as your mate, I understand what you're saying in terms of, like, if he's not focused enough, and it doesn't mean that he has the same things you have. So I think we need to take the monetary thing out of it. But if he doesn't have the focus to be a partner to you, it is hard for you to say, I should follow him, right? So, but that also means, who am I choosing? Right? So I should not choose a man who doesn't love me, who doesn't respect me, who isn't focused enough to be a partner with me and to treat me in a way that's worthy. And I think that that's a really, it's a challenge, because there are a lot of good guys out there. Men are still trying to figure it out. And I think that John and Jeff are great examples of men who are trying to say, where do we fit in all of this? And so, go ahead.
Well, let me jump in as a man who who agrees with you 100% about the importance of responsibility and leadership in a household. America is just very confusing. I will say that there's a reason why our divorce rates are insane, and our families all ripped up. And it's not just Black people, right? It's a lot of these crazy things we learn from other people. And one thing I can tell you is this, and this is just from the Boyce Watkins Book of Manhood, which you can throw it in the trash if you want to. But one thing about leadership, about being able to step forward and kind of guide a family or whatever, or a team or anything, is that leadership requires trust. Trust from the people that you're leading. Mm-hmm. And trust, here's what trust means. Trust means that even if I make a decision that if you've chosen me to lead, even if I make a decision that you don't understand, you trust that there's logic behind that decision. Mm-hmm. Trust does not mean that you trust me until I make a mistake, because everybody's gonna make a mistake, right? And trust means that even when I screw up, you're gonna say, I trust that man. He made a mistake. We're gonna get right back. It's gonna be okay, right? Yeah. And what happens? What I have seen is that because of the chaos with our families, the trust breaks down, right? So if you ask a lot of people, like I would ask, like let's say you ask a woman, not to make this gender specific, but you say, do you trust men? Yeah, I trust them until they mess up, right? So it's like the margin of error is super thin. If you are not Superman all the time, the next thing you know, you got a front seat driver who's trying to grab the steering wheel, and you're like, get off the steering wheel, right? And so you have to